To rearm your Deckvest 5D 170N hammer, you will need a Deckvest 33g CO2 cylinder rearming kit. To rearm your Deckvest 5D 275N hammer, you will need a Deckvest 60g CO2 cylinder rearming kit. Begin by releasing any air from inside the bladder. To do this, remove the cap from the oral inflation tube. Turn the cap over and press into the top of the tube to deflate. Push the manual firing handle back through the slit in the Deckvest 5D cover. To remove the used hammer firing head and cylinder, take the key from the rearming kit. Insert the top of the key between the yellow and black of the firing head and twist the key until the black and yellow twist apart from each other. Once apart, remove the top of the hammer firing head and slide the bottom part and the CO2 cylinder out from inside the bladder. To rearm your Hammar Deckvest 5D, check the indicator as green on the firing head attached to the cylinder. Then insert the CO2 cylinder inside the bladder at the angle of an 11 o'clock on the clock face. Check the indicator on the yellow part of the hammer firing head is also green. Place securely onto the lower half of the firing head until you hear a click. Then push the black onto the yellow. Take the new handle over the bladder and through the slit into the Deckvest cover. Place the handle into the pockets provided. Run your zip around to the return point and restart the zip. The first fold is along the edge of the reflective strip, folding the bladder underneath itself. The next fold is along the bottom of the bladder, folding the bladder under itself again. Then fold the last side of this part of the bladder underneath the bladder. Close the sides of the Deckvest 5D cover up to ensuring that the hammer firing head can be seen through the mesh window. At this point, test your pylon light by pressing once on the pylon switch. The indicator will show green to indicate that the battery has at least the minimum 10 hours required. Incorporate your pylon beside your hammer firing head so it lays flat and can be easily released. The pylon switch remains on top of the bladder. Continue to zip up the Deckvest 5D cover. Concertina the top of the bladder and concertina the spray hood on top of the bladder. Loop the spray hood lanyard over the underside of the whistle. Evenly proportion the spray hood and bladder around the top of the cover and work the zip around. Place the lifting strop over the oral inflation tube. Concertina the bladder as before. Fold the end of the bladder underneath itself, as on the previous side. Zip to the end and fold the end of the cover underneath and secure the poppers on both sides. Ensure your manual firing handle is in the pockets provided and check that your Deckvest 5D feels smooth and comfortable and an even shape.